Aloha! Hawaiian Music Live presents Vala'au and Kanikapila. Here's your host, Bruddah Wade and Aaron Mikami.
How's it? Welcome to episode number 8. Episode 8. Vala'au and Kanikapila. Bruddah Wade, Aaron Mikami.
And I just ate my salad. So it kind of works. It kind of works hand in hand. I ate salad, and this is episode 8. So I like this. I like it. It's a beautiful Aloha Wednesday, and we have so much things to talk about today on today's show, and we also have a very special guest who will talk story about what he's been doing in the community. Proud Kaimuki Bulldog graduate. But before we do that, Bruddah Wade introduce our musical guest.
Born and raised in Kaneohe, Hawai'i, Hoku Zuttermeister comes from a Hawaiian family rooted in both the hula and music communities. He describes his musical style as Hawaiian, but with a more contemporary flair. Continuing to perpetuate Hawaiian music, here is multiple Nahoku Hano Hano Award winner, Hoku Zuttermeister.
Hello, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing well out there. We'd like to thank Bruddah Wade and Uncle Aaron for inviting us to come down and share a little bit of music with you all. Start off taking you to my hometown, where I still call home, that wonderful area on the windward end of the island known as Kaneohe. Nanina pali hauli ona ko'olau Nanina pai o puanohea I kala'i Naninu anu I ke kawelu o lani huli I kalu he maila I kana hele o kamakani ho ho ili o ka aina o ka aina o ka aina o ka pakolona he mai a ke hau a ole hewa he olu ia uahi kino Nanina pali hauli uli ona ko'olau Nanina pai o puanohea I kala'i Naninu anu I ke kawelu o lani huli I kalu he maila I kana hele o kamakani ho ho ili o ka aina o ka aina o ka aina o ka pakolona he mai a ke hau a ole hewa e olu ia uahi kino a ole hewa e olu ia uahi kino a ole hewa e olu ia uahi kino. The song entitled Nanina Pali Hauli Uli Una Ko'olau. We'll keep you in Kaneohe for a bit. Couple of songs still keeping you in Kaneohe. Of course, the Kaneohe hula, and the other song in this medley from the pen of Mr. Al Makahinu Barkarsi, My Kumu, who made his home in Kaneohe for many years. A song entitled Ka'ua Kilihune for that light misty rain that we just felt a little while ago. Ai ai Kaneohe I kamalu o nā ko'olau E pamai ana kamakani me ka ua kilihune ho'opulu ana ia I na pua kalehua ai ai kane ohe ai te malu o nā ko'olau e pamai ana ka makani a me te ua kilihune ho'opulu ana ia I na pua kalehua o la pakahuila I kane ohe ka uhila o nei mahila ni vai me ka ua pua kea ala ia o mololani a me ke anu o ke kola hano hano moho ka puita e hukai e koa moku moku a o heia a me ka ua pua tea ala ia o mololani a me ke anu o ke kola Ho'oheno I kamaka no ta ulu vehi vehi e ke ana I kanani o ke kai havana vana ai ai kanani o ka moko lili Ho'oheno I kamaka Ano ka ulu vehi vehi E ke ana I kanani O ke kai havana vana Ai ai kanani O ka moko lili Ho o kahi mea hoa mahea Ka ue a kala kalapa leo nahe nahe me ka ua pua kea kalahia o mololani a me ke anu o ke kola ai nai a mai ana ka puana la haua ka huila he kane ohe a me ka ua pua kea kalahia o mololani a me ke anu o ke kola Eia ka puana no kanani o nā ko'olau no ka ulu vehi vehi o ka uka a me na pua ka lehua a mahala ia hoko ua o ka ua kilihune Eia ka puana No kanani o nā ko'olau No ka ulu vehi vehi o ka uka A me na pua ka lehua A mahala ia hoko O ka ua kilihune Mahala ia hoko O ka ua kilihune Songs for that town of Kaneohe. That last one, of course, Kaua Kilihune from my kumu. Before we get any further, joining me this afternoon, all the way from Waimanalo, we have on bass Mr. Pono Renat here, a very talented, I'll be nice, a very talented young man. Aloha. We feature the young ones out here, and then we'll go in to talk to Uncle Aaron after this. So we share one more number. This one for this wonderful island of Oahu, and we pay honor to Oahu by way of its lei Ilima. A song that is It's very special for my family. We send this one out to all the ohana there in Kaneohe. Song entitled Napualei Lima. Nanivale napua leikahilima o kau iho heno o kakuhihewa kulana Mekano hano ha'aheo I kamaka ke ike aku Ohihi kamana o lahi Kaulanana apua leikahilima kekiko vaina onailana ohu vale ai namali kanani kaulana boina ole haina iamai Anakapuana Napua leilima e kaulananei Aina ia mai Anakapuana Napua leilima e kaulananei Napua leilima e For the beautiful Lei Lima of this island of Oahu, a song entitled Napua Lei Lima.
Wow. Beautiful music by Anakala, Hoku Zuttermeister. And then Kahuku's finest, Cameron Renaud.
Oh my god.
Love those guys. Love those guys.
Beautiful, beautiful. They're not done. We're going to talk story with Hoku a little bit later on and get some more music. Also, want to thank our friends at Pili Pacific.
Oh, yes. The awesome shirts. I got the nice silk one for after the disco night action. You know what I mean, man? Yeah, boogie down.
Oh, all right.
Yes, that's how we do.
I gotta see that. Pili Pacific, you can check them out at Ward Center or online at pilipacific.com.
Correct, yes. And if you go over there to the shop, just let them know you heard about from us guys right here at Hawai'i Music Live.
They'll charge you double. No, go see them. They'll treat you like family for sure. And hey, coming back, we're going to talk to a great, incredible person that's doing so much great things for our keiki and our community. We'll talk to him next.
we know you're ready to get out of the house for a much-needed staycation in Waikiki. Stay at the Imperial Hawai'i Resort, located on Lure Street and just steps away from Waikiki Beach. Walk to everything in Waikiki. Family staycation? Getaway for two? The Imperial Hawai'i Resort has something for you. Local rates start at $149 per night and include free parking and no resort fees. Call direct at 808-923-1827 and ask for the special.
Hawaiian Music Live, Hawaii's internet radio, streaming a mix of Hawaiian music like you have never heard before. Traditional, contemporary, slack key, ukulele, and more. Globally engaging our communities through live Hawaiian music and events. For a calendar of where you can go to see live performances of Hawaii's incredible artists, visit hawaiianmusiclive.xyz. Wherever you listen and however you listen, please support Hawaii's music. Hawaiian Music Live.
And we're back here at the Imperial Hawai'i Resort for Vala'au and Kanikapila. Your host, Aaron Mikami, alongside with the man, the myth, the legend, Bruddah Wade.
Huh?
Yeah,
Wow.
you know. And, of course, if you want to stream us anywhere around the world for music, hawaiianmusiclive.xyz, or we also have a free app as well. So go ahead, tell your family, tell your friends, download it for free as well. Mm-hmm. And at this time, we've been joined here at the in the Vala'au portion of the show by Kaimuki High School football varsity head coach, Mr. David Tautofi. How are you, man?
Good, man. It's an honor to be on the show with you guys.
Oh, no. Thank you for making time for us. And we got to clarify because people always ask, is that Josh's cousin? No. Different spelling of last name. His is Tautofi, and Josh Tautofi is Tatofi. So we got to clarify. I know people always ask you, hey, your cousin Joshua performing, you know. So we always got to make sure. But you come from a family. How many siblings do you have?
There's 8 of us.
Wow.
So 7 boys, 1 girl.
You guys all live in the same household, right? Because if you guys do, then the mandated ordering of 5 people in the house would be kind of hard.
Oh, man. If this was back in the days, we'd be in trouble. For sure.
Now, you've been doing a lot of great stuff in the community. Beginning the pandemic, what have you guys been doing, and what organization have you been doing it with?
So, you know, when we started hearing the rumors of COVID in December, you know, there's a lot of things that started coming to mind. I follow a lot of politics when it comes to the national scene. And so a lot of things just started triggering off in my head about what was going to happen. And then, you know, we were fortunate enough to have our awards ceremony, which is probably the last party before everything shut down, right? And when you guys came. And from that point on, we were just, you know, I was just kind of looking ahead to see what was gonna be happening and trying to get a sense or feel a direction of where our economy was going to be going. One thing that was going to be certain was, you know, the shortage of food or even resources or means of providing food for people that won't be able to get out of their homes and whatnot. So I partnered up with some friends from Malama Meals, and from Malama Meals, you know, transitioned into a partnership with a few other companies. Sienna Hunt, who's a former director for the Hawaii Make-A-Wish Foundation, and her and Ultras Inc. To put a project together that was going to be able to you know, give to our communities, especially the kids in this community. And so the goal was to make sure that our kids are taken care of. We take care of their families. We put the responsibility back in their hands to make sure their kids don't go to bed on an empty stomach. And every time we did our food drives, we gave enough food for the week. And went on for about 11 weeks. And as the weeks progressed, we tried to plan a little bit more. And we went from 175 families to 800 families on Friday. So
800.
It'll be 800 this
Wow.
Friday.
All right. Rewind it a bit for us, David. Take us back. You are a Kaimuki High School graduate. You played football over there.
Yes.
Went away, because I love your story. You went away. You were living up in Vegas, coaching up in Vegas. Mm-hmm. Came back home, and was all set to go to Boston. Mm-hmm. And you almost got hired to coach at a private school in Boston. Be all set for life. But when you made your way back home to Kaimuki, visited Palolo where you grew up, you saw what was going on and wanted to make a change. And that's how you are now the head coach at Kaimuki High School.
Yeah, it was a crazy thing. You know, I just coming to visit and I always just say I'm never going to move back home, but I miss home. I miss my family. I miss the beaches. Came back home to visit and seeing that the demographics have changed. The school system has changed. I was also aware that Palolo Elementary, Jarrett Middle School, and Kaimuki High School all dropped by about 50% enrollment in 2014 going to 2015. And so when I started seeing a lot of those things and seeing what was happening in the housing with the kids, for some reason it stuck on me and it bothered me. And so I went back to Vegas thinking, I'll just get back into work, shake it off. But it didn't. It stayed in me for about a month. Then I finally made a phone call and took a step of faith. Coming here, no job lined up. I was just the head coach. You don't get paid for being a head coach. And so and I just took a step of faith, knowing that there was a calling. There's definitely a calling. When I couldn't find peace for myself, I knew somebody else was calling me. So I came back and definitely because of a calling. So,
man, again, doing, people doing positive things for the community. That's exactly what you're doing, and now passing it on to the kids. Yeah. Your football team is doing great things on the field because as a football coach, oh my gosh.
Oh, turning that program around.
Yes.
Let's
the
talk about
winningest coach in Kaimuki football history. And coach of the year, too.
Coach of the year.
Oh, you didn't have to mention that.
But, I mean, with all those accolades and all your hard work putting it on the field with the Keiki, it's more than that. It's what they do off the field that matters even more.
Absolutely. And I tell this to a lot of my friends. You don't have to be coaching sports. You're a coach whether you're a parent. You're a coach whether you're a coworker. You're a coach when you're a boss, because the definition of a coach is mentor. Mm-hmm. It's and so what we do, what you guys are doing is mentoring and mentorship and building relationships. And for me, at Kaimuki, football was a vehicle. Football was a vehicle for me to get the attention of the boys. And in today's society, we don't have enough men teaching boys to be men. And so the leadership among our boys has dwindled, to where when they become adults, they're still years behind in the maturity level, right? So we've paid attention to the boys and try to get all the Kolohe boys that I could from the housing, from the school, and just it's a ministry, and really just try to shape them up in a sense where like they can be inspired for themselves to do something good for themselves, and take responsibility. With all that academics and the classroom can provide, there's a lot that goes missing. A lot of it doesn't stick within their hearts. But what I felt that we could do in the community and by the community for these boys was to make them mature as fast as possible in 4 years. We got 4 years to make them men before they step into the real world. So, that's how it all started. And and part of our program, when the season is done, the work's begun. So from January all the way up until May, we're involved and engaged with a lot of community projects and services. So it's been a blessing. And so today, with our boys doing what they're doing, they know already it's not a drill. It's not a service anymore. This is frontline and a crisis that they're working in. And it's definitely neat to see how much that's already changed their lives. They look forward to this because they're connecting with the community, and the community finds hope in the kids again. There's the divide between adults and the kids today that I know that our kids still have that respect, and adults still have that respect for the kids that they bring back together. And we're kind of going back into old school again, right? So
I gotta say though, we've met each other many times. Not also on the field. We have games and stuff, and I gotta say, Kaimuki, what he's done there, class act kids, on and off the field. When they're there, they pretty much all, they put their bags in a line. They all stand with attention when coaches are around. They hit another player on an opposing team. They'll pick the player up. Hey, good job. Next, good. And that kind of stuff. I think it's small little things like that make a big difference for the shape of the future of the program. And I think what David has done over there is incredible. And I know for sure you'll be there for a long time. But this week, Friday, you guys have a drive coming up, right?
Yeah, this Friday we have a drive coming up at Kaimuki High School. I know with the mandates for the pandemic, bearing down, we're still good for this Friday. It's essential service for us. and it's spacious, so it's a good venue for us. But we're not sure how it's going to look for the next few months. But we're just asking for people to continue to pour out energy and prayer for us, and for our communities as a whole. What we do is not to wave our flags, but what we do is hopefully inspire other people to do the same where they can, because it doesn't take an army to make a difference. It takes you. It takes one person. And so if we can do that with our kids, we can do that through what you guys are doing and what I do. We're all we got. And here in Hawaii, that's what makes us different from the rest of the nation. And so that spirit of aloha and that thing that binds us all together as one, this is the time that we're all supposed to come together. And I think couldn't be any more powerful than now. So.
Wow.
Okay.
I love that. That's good stuff.
It's like we went to church just now. Amen. Amen. If people want to go ahead and take part in the drive this week, Friday, what time and where can they be there?
So unfortunately, this Friday, we do registrations. So
Okay.
so in the registrations, I get I get to get the information of the families, and it's not because of I run by government or any of that stuff. We just want to know where we're reaching, and then also gives us the statistics tells us or gives us an indication of the parts of the island that we can start moving into and just what's happening in our community. So normally registrations open up, and once it's full, it's full. So we're working on the next few months, 2 in September, 2 in October, 2 in November, but that's going to take a little bit of time. But we're working on our website. Our website is down right now.
Okay.
So that'll be coming up real soon. So for now, you guys can Google Kaimuki Youth Development Organization.
Okay. And if people want to go ahead and support and help out or, donate, same website?
Yeah. They can look up that website, or you can write to me at davidtautofi@gmail.com, and then we can attach from that. We've been behind the scenes kind of organization that's been just working on the kids, especially in Pololo and the housing, and the kids that are considered at risk as well. So a lot of the things we used to do was behind the scenes, and now it's become a little bit bigger, and so it's also a venue for us to be able to connect with the community and connect with the rest of our island, and hopefully we can connect with other community leaders and do similar things out there, because it's going to get worse before we see things get better.
I hear you, man. I hear you. And of course, doing this since the beginning of the pandemic, and all this to now, a lot of people who've been donating their time, volunteers. You want to go ahead and recognize anybody right now?
Yeah, I would never be anywhere I'm at without my coaches. So my coaching staff, they've been amazing. My brothers have always been able to count on. My family's been amazing. My sister, and as well as all the football boys. They're the tool. They're the ones that's been the key to all this. Our partners with Sienna Hunt and Ultras, St. Louis Alumni Association as well. They've been amazing to us, and man, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people, but everybody knows in my heart. They've been good. So
Right on, David. Well, we appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us today. Continue to do what you do, because it matters, and there's nothing more than putting positivity in our keiki. And you talked about how the kids are good kids. It's a direct reflection of this man, coaching, and the mentorship that you provide. So, yeah, continue to do what you do, and appreciate you being here with us today.
I'm humbled. Thank you guys so much. Thanks, Aaron.
Well, thank you. And then we'll be back shortly with Hoku Zuttermeister right here on Vala'au and Kanikapila.
you're ready to get out of the house for a much-needed staycation in Waikiki. Stay at the Imperial Hawai'i Resort, located on Lure Street and just steps away from Waikiki Beach. Walk to everything in Waikiki. Family staycation? Getaway for two? The Imperial Hawai'i Resort has something for you. Local rates start at $149 per night and include free parking and no resort fees. Call direct at 808-923-1827 and ask for The Special.
Hawaiian Music Live, Hawaii's internet radio, streaming a mix of Hawaiian music like you have never heard before. Traditional, contemporary, slack key, ukulele, and more. Globally engaging our communities through live Hawaiian music and events. For a calendar of where you can go to see live performances of Hawaii's incredible artists, visit hawaiianmusiclive.xyz. Wherever you listen and however you listen, please support Hawaii's music. Hawaiian Music Live.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. That was a song entitled Laie Kawai from the pen of Mr. Frank Kawai Kapuokalani Hewitt. For that beautiful goddess, Laie Kawai, making her home in the hills of Paliuli on the island of Hawaii. we share another number, another song from Kauai Kapu's massive repertoire, catalog there. But this one, a special song written for his son. A song that brings back many, many memories. Song for that late poor Kenny Kenny. Kule pua Kenny Kenny, e kule halaona ona, e kule makamai, hile mawiku poli, kule pua Kenny Kenny, e kule halaona ona, e kule makamai, hile mawiku poli, e aloha la, aloha o e kuipo, e aloha la, e aloha la, e kulei pua Kenny Kenny. Maku poli mai o e nane ana ka ua, e naue mai e pili, pili ho ipo ipo, pauole ko uhohi, me oe kule aloha, kauanala i ka heke, hie me ka opua, e aloha la, aloha o e kuipo, e aloha la, e aloha la, e kulei pua Kenny Kenny. Puana ia e kulei pua Kenny Kenny, ka mea e lia mahunei, o ina ole isahalia. Puana ia e kulei pua Kenny Kenny, ka mea e lia mahunei, o ina ole isahalia. E aloha la, aloha o e kuipo, e aloha la, e aloha la, e kulei pua Kenny Kenny. Song for that late poor Kenny Kenny.
Vala'au and Kanikapila, episode number 8, featuring Hoku Zuttermeister. And of course, we'd like to thank Pono for joining him. We're going to have him come in and join us on set. We also want to thank David Tautofi for being here with us today, sharing his incredible story. And again, if you know of someone who's doing some great things and positive stuff for our community, please send us an email. We'd love to have them on the show. Aloha at hawaiianmusiclive.xyz is the email address. Again, aloha at hawaiianmusiclive.xyz. Shoot us an email, and we'd love to get in touch with them.
Also want to thank our awesome shirt sponsors at PD
yeah.
Pacific for decking us out, making us look good, making us look sharp, and also thank you to Hoku Zuttermeister for our lovely lays as well. Because first time we get lays from the musician, and we want to thank you for that. So just for that, Hoku, I'll sing you a song today. How's that? That's your gift from me.
Let me take the lay back.
Thank you.
Why? Last week we had Kovika here, and we had Nathan Avel, and I was trying to sing songs, for them, and they all had the same reaction. Like,
You realize that Nathan ended up in the hospital, yeah?
Yeah.
but he's not pregnant. Good news.
Was that because of your singing?
No.
Oh. Just checking.
Wow. Thanks, Hoku.
Oh, poor Nathan. Hey, I gotta be
We
here
love you,
every
Nate.
week with this
We
guy.
love you,
Come on. No, we love him. We love him. We love him. We love him.
Yeah.
Again, our special guest today, Hoku Zuttermeister. Hoku, good to
Aloha.
have you on the show. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You
Aloha.
know, we talk about, of course, where you grew up, where you come from. Give us your family background again, because it's rooted in not only the hula, but the music.
Yeah, well, I come from Kaneohe on the windward end of the island. Grew up, in hula, in Hawaiian music. That's all that was played at, pretty much that's all that was played at my house growing up. So much so that whatever was playing, you could tell what we had to do in that particular day. Linda De La Cruz played, we knew it was going to clean house. The pots and pans, they all can wait. That's how it was, Auntie Genoa always playing, it was like that.
Yeah.
Luckily for me.
And for those who don't know, you went to school. You're a public school graduate.
Public school.
I'll leave now.
It's okay, Aaron. I went to Castle High School, graduated in 1993,
No, for real.
2 years after Aaron.
Why do I get picked on in this show? Vala'au and pick on Aaron Day. That's what it's called.
Yeah, Castle High School there in Kaneohe.
And you still reside in Kaneohe.
Still there in Kaneohe.
Yeah.
Right behind Castle High School. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Gee, you don't go far.
Let's talk about your musical side now. We've done a lot of collaborations with a lot of artists. One in particular is actually family to you, I believe, right? Frank Hewitt.
Oh, yes. I don't know. We're cousins. I don't know how many cousins, but, but in 1992, we started to practice, I guess you could say, with the Halau, as they did many performances, and then in 1995, I think it was our first time joining them on stage. Kawai Kapu would have his annual Ho'ike, and it was 2 days, I think, 2 days of concerts at the theater there at Castle High School. When I was small, we went every year. My grandmother would take me every year. So in 95, he did one at the Windward Mall, and it was a free concert. I think that was 95. But that was the year we got to join him on stage and, during his portion of the show. And we did that for 16 years after that. And so during that time, we were very fortunate to learn a lot of the songs that he wrote. Especially the new ones. He would say, "Hey, you guys, come over here," and we would go and learn the song, and it was not knowing to us at that time because we were so young, but now looking back on it, and it's like, wow, how lucky were we,
Yeah.
Well, not only him, but you also collaborated with other artists too, or had a chance to perform with. Name some of them for us.
Oh, well, I haven't had a chance to join you on stage, though, Aaron.
We can make it happen today if you want. There's 2 mics.
Yeah, I've been very, very fortunate and lucky. I've been able to share the stage with people, like Kuipo Kumukahi, there at the Sheraton, right over here, poolside. Jerry Santos, who is also a cousin of mine, at Chai's, at the Hilton, at different places. I used to fill in if Uncle Gary couldn't make it that night. I used to fill in playing bass with Auntie Genoa at the, what was it called before, Hawaiian Regent before.
Hawaiian Regent. Where's
Yes.
You were born 2 years before me. You should know. It's the Marriott now.
that? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So before that, it was a Hawaiian Regent. I used to many others, but luckily, as in my I don't want to say professional because I don't consider myself that professional, but I try and follow Aaron as much as I can. But
And that's why you're professional.
yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay. But yeah, I've been very fortunate to, and even before I started playing music, because my family, is so rooted in music, hula. When I was at my great grandmother's house, everyone used to come, Kekua and just Auntie Genoa and all these. Now you look back and it's like, oh my God,
The stars.
yeah, the
names.
legends, and they were all there at parties, family parties. Uncle Mahi would play, and Ainsley and Kikuoden would play and sing, and we're running around crazy, driving everybody nuts. Not realizing what was there in front of us.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you this question.
Uh-oh.
First album, Aina Kupuna,
Okay.
garnered many no Hoku Hanohano
It was
awards.
just a few. It was just a few.
Oh my gosh! When it comes to that year of the Hoku Awards, everyone told me the night before they seen you at Costco and they asked what you're doing. They said you bought a broom because you needed to sweep the Hokus that year.
No, actually, no. It wasn't a broom. It was a mop. Because the floor here right now is a little greasy right now. So you got to kind of mop, you know what I mean?
Well, let's go back to that night real fast because I want to know what was your feeling like? I mean, come into a night where you're seeing, like you said, you're around all these stars, the biggest in Hawaiian music. You're sitting there, and the first award that they announced that you won. What was your reaction like? What were you thinking? What were you thinking?
Well, so of course, everybody was, because the album had 10 nominations. So everybody's like, oh, and I really wasn't even thinking about it, and when the first one came up, I was like, oh my God, right? And then, of course, I don't like to talk on mics. I can stand on it and sing and stuff like that, but I don't like to talk on mics. So I was like, oh my God, what am I going to say, So I never really thought about it, so I had to kind of gather myself and get up there and say thank you, and especially there was a few thank yous that I needed to say first, just to clear things up. But I never really thought about it, and then the more it went on, honestly, I was starting to be like, okay, that's enough already, just a little bit not embarrassed, but like, okay, that's enough, and I still feel the same way. It's like, we all do this, and share part of us, and little plastic disc or not, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. It's funny because I think back to the start of the pandemic. Last MC gig I had was out at Waiahole Elementary.
That's right.
We did that
March
benefit,
14th.
and that was the last one that
Then everything
that
shut
I worked.
down.
Yeah, right after that. How has time been for you in this past few months?
Well, yeah, as just like everybody else, it's been pretty challenging, and other musicians can sympathize. We lost all our jobs. We don't work. We don't. Some of us were luckily available to qualify for unemployment or PUA or all this other stuff, but some of us aren't able to qualify and get stuff like that. So yeah, we do lives and stuff like that, but realistically, if you looked at the cost of living and stuff, is like it helps, and we appreciate it greatly, but it's hard.
As well as that's just the financial and living, surviving side of it. But, you got to deal with all the other daily challenges that, everybody else has in their lives too,
Yeah. And for you, performing in front of a live audience, I can imagine. There's nothing
I don't
like
even know
it.
what it's like anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, we played out here today, and Uncle Aaron didn't even want to come out and sit in front of us so that there's an actual audience that we could play for. He hid in the
I
corner.
was singing the
over
whole
here.
time. I was singing with you guys.
Oh,
but
good thing
yeah.
you never come out then.
Hey, if you follow Hoku on Instagram, he takes the best selfies. In fact, let's take a look at the monitor.
Oh my God.
See, beautiful selfie. How about our beautiful selfie?
I really-
we have right here. We have the top 3 Hoku selfies right here.
Oh my God.
We love these, Hoku, and this one
This is the best one.
we
That's the best
save
one
this
right
one
there.
for last because we want to know what is going on in this selfie. Hoku, what's going on here?
That was Easter one year. And I really don't know what was going on, but I knew I took that picture and I texted it to my nephew who was living in Las Vegas. And that I know, but geez, that kind of scares me right now, but I don't know.
Your hair is longer. I can tell your hair is longer.
Yeah.
Sorry, your ears. But, real quickly, I want to ask you one more question before we let you back perform some songs. Is there anything that you learned how to do or something that you learned during this pandemic that you probably didn't learn before?
Definitely. For those of you who really know me, I'm not the techie type. I thanks to Pono, who, in the millennials, they know everything, right? Oh no, press this button and how do I delete this? So Pono helped a lot, but as far as doing the lives and stuff like that, even hey Craig, our friend Craig and Sarah Chi on the mainland, they helped out a lot too. Told us, okay, try this and try that, and then you got to hook this up, and then because I don't know any of that stuff, So trying to still live musically a normal life, I had to learn a lot to do the lives and hook the sound up to the live and this and that, and then and then just the last live I did, we tried that OBS platform that you guys use, and yeah, it was a little challenging, but we all got to learn, right? So
I gotta admit that's kind of why we watch.
I used to watch for the dog.
oh, not the dog barking.
Vala'au and Kanikapila, episode 8. Our special guest Hoku Zuttermeister, along with Pono. Would you mind doing a couple more songs, Ken?
Sure, of course.
Right.
Awesome. Because if you couldn't do it, I wouldn't do it. Just letting you know.
Please, Hoku. Let's have
I
you.
don't know. We might want to see that.
Hey, here we go. La'ikawai in E, please. Thank you very much. We're gonna let Hoku get settled
Yes.
outside, and of course, he'll do 2 more songs before we end the show. But some things that you never knew about Hoku, today. There's a lot of stuff. I mean, we heard of selfie queens, but he's a selfie king. He's a selfie king.
Along with Hoku, we want to thank Pono for being here as well. And, of course, David Tautofi for joining us, sharing his incredible story. Again, if you know of someone you'd like us to shine the spotlight on and recognize, please email us at aloha@hawaiianmusiclive.xyz.
Awesome, and I think being that give you a heads up, next week's show will be very special as we head into the month of September. Of course, normally September here in Hawaii will be Aloha Festivals month, and so next week is a show that will be just focused on the Aloha Festivals. We have more details. Go to hawaiianmusiclive.xyz or follow us on our social media platforms. You'll see who our very special guest is next week, right here, Wednesday, for Vala'au and Kanikapila.
That's right. Like, follow, share, and we'll throw it back to more music. One more time, Hoku Zuttermeister.
Okay, we're gonna try. Hawaiian paradise, Hawaiian heaven, land of make-believe come true. Please take me to your heart, Hawaiian heaven, never more to part from you. Let me live and laugh with you while love is young, and let me rest here when my day is through. Hawaiian paradise, at last I found you, land of make-believe come true. Hawaiian paradise, Hawaiian heaven, land of make-believe come true. Please take me to your heart, Hawaiian heaven, never more to part from you. Let me live and laugh with you while love is young, and let me rest here when my day is through. Hawaiian paradise, at last I found you, land of make-believe come true, land of make-believe come true, land of make-believe come true. The song is titled Hawaiian Paradise. How's Mr. Pono Renat on bass? Get the pick up. Whew. Good fun. We just tried to work that out last night. Oh well. Well, we share. Well, first of all, we'd like to thank Wade and Aaron for inviting us to come down and spend some time with you guys. It's so nice to get out of my room. But thank you guys for inviting us, and also thank you for everyone out there to inviting us into your home, on your phone, in your car, wherever you are, to kind of sit back and relax and kind of get away from all this craziness in this world for just a little bit. But we share one more number with you. I don't know what it is, but and we wish you a wonderful afternoon, the rest of the night, and the rest of the week. Everyone, love one another, stay strong. Be makala, everyone. Wear your masks and stay home as much as you can. Especially stay away from Pono. Yeah. You want to close this out? No. Thank you. Oh, I knew he was going to say no. Okay. We share a beautiful, to leave you in a very calm and relaxing state. We share one more number from Kawai Kapukalani Hewitt, one of my favorite compositions from him. A beautiful song entitled Ola a Beauty. Oh, hey, kahali ke aloha hali hali ia mai ke Love one another, everyone. Hold on to your loved ones close, especially in this time. Mr. Photo, we're not here. My name's Hoku Zuttermeister. Aloha.